look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you are easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to talk to you about right now is modern woman, black woman in particular, who is, of course, a divester. That's what she calls herself. She's a lady who says she'd rather go over there on the other side. Hey, more power to you. I don't got no problem with anybody getting into an interracial relationship. I have no issues with that at all. But I want you to hear the motives as to why she decided to cross on over there. She said, hey, I'm tired of being over here. I'm a mosey on yonder over there and give me a chat. That's what she basically said. So let's get into this, man. And you tell me what you think about this one. Let me go ahead and put on your screen right quick. Right there. Let's get it.
Okay, y'all. So I want to tell y'all about, I went on a date with a white guy, actually outside of my race. I'm 31, he's 36. So we like 5 years apart. All this time, I've been trying to just stick to my black men. You know, I try to stick to my race. It never ends well. You know what I'm saying? The vibe that I would get from all black men is they're not ready for marriage. They're not ready for nothing serious. They just want situationships. They really don't put in much effort on the romantic side or planning things and stuff like that. And they definitely do create broken homes, you know.
My God, man. Now, let's tear this apart before I go any further. First, we make broken homes. How is it that we're making broken homes when the statistical data says it's the women that initiate over 80% of the divorces? Especially if they're educated, have a degree. The statistics show, of course, that 90% of women, okay, initiate divorce. That's one thing. The other thing, when she said, I tried to stay loyal to my race. Now, what she was trying to do was stay loyal to a type of man. You see, your type is your pattern. The type of man that you like is the type of behavioral patterns that you're attracted to when it comes to dealing with a man that you want to be with. Your type is the type of fashion sense that the type of man that you decide to be with in the behavioral patterns of that man that you're attracted to. So if you're attracted to a man that wears snapbacks, fitted hats, look thugged out, tattoos everywhere, smell like weed everywhere he go, you know what I'm saying? Say, hey, shorty, hey, little mama, don't got no job, a thug type of dude, then that's your type. And when you say that you gave up on your race, that means that you was going through that particular type of man this entire time. And the men that you probably wanted, you was either too scared to get with a good man because you know that good man is going to have boundaries, something that you don't like, or those good men were going to reject you. They didn't want you. There was something about you that they didn't like, so they didn't want you. They didn't want to lower themselves to your level. So when she said that, that's what that is. All right, it's not because I gave up on my race, because all the black men, all they want to do, listen to the pattern. All the black men, they didn't want to take it seriously. All the black men, they didn't want to make plans. She's talking about the men that she's dealt with. Now, if she's saying the same thing about all black men, that means she's a fool. That means she's been repeating the same dating patterns from who knows when. And then she got burned out on that dating pattern that she was going through, man. That's all that is. So don't put that on the race of black people. Put that on yourself, your ignorant ass self, old mustard back ass heifer. That's your fault. Ain't nobody else's fault but yours. Let's keep going.
And so I kept telling myself, I was like, I want to try outside my race. I was a lady, an owner of a salon, and I would have some black women come in there and they would be bragging about their husbands. Like, oh my God, my husband this, he does this. Me and my husband go on trips, we do that. And then I'm like, oh girl, let me see your husband. And then they show me, I'm like, it's a white guy. Oh my God. And so they was like, yeah, girl, I had to just leave them black ones alone because baby, they was just mistreating me, dogging me or whatever like that. And over here, he treats me like a queen. He recognizes who I am. He puts me before everything. And I'm like, wow, you know, so I do.
Translation. He treats me like a queen. He placed me above everything. In other words, he puts this bitch on a pedestal. That's what that means. That's exactly what that means. He admires this woman. She can do anything. He's a sucker. Now, I'm not saying that you don't take care of your woman. I'm not saying that, but I will tell you this. No relationship is higher than the relationship you have with yourself. No relationship is higher than the relationship you have with God, okay? I just how I look at it. You should always put yourself first. Now, if you put yourself first, then she's going to benefit from you putting yourself first. All the hard work, she's going to get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. When you put yourself first, and then you say, after I put myself first, I'm going to take care of her. You're not going to abuse her. You're not going to mistreat her. You know what I mean? But you never put a woman ahead of you. Okay? You never overvalue a woman and undervalue yourself. See, that's the problem. A lot of you men put so much value on a woman that if a woman says, I'm through with you, you cry in the middle of a corner, or you might even worse, go to the store, buy a weapon, and end your own life. That only happens when you overvalue people, when you don't know who you are. Okay? That's all that means, what she's saying. Oh, they put me on a pedestal, they put me first and all that stuff like that. That's all that means, because real men isn't going to put a woman before his purpose. No, a real man is not going to put a woman above his job and everything else that he has to provide for her and that family. That is asinine. That is stupid. Okay? So what she's saying is she want a weak man that she can pretty much boss around. That's how I see it. She ain't acting bossy now, but that's what I'm thinking it is. Let's keep going.
I do know that white men and white women, both of them, they were raised to like basically get married, you know, create a family and stuff like that. That is something that they was raised on. Now, a lot of us black people do come from single parent households, or, you know, even if we do have both parents, they step parents to, you know, other kids or whatever.
And whose fault is that? That a lot of black children are coming from single parent homes that are ran by who? Their mothers. Over 80% of, or maybe a little bit over, if you look up the statistics, the statistical data, almost over 80% of all black children are raised in single parent homes that are ran by their mothers. You know why? Because black mama refused to keep her black legs closed. That's what happened. If you were to take some contraceptive, or better yet, remain virgins, I don't know why that's unpopular. Why we don't want to talk about virginity anymore? It's okay to be a virgin. It's great to be a virgin. If you were to talk to people right now that are older, they would tell you, man, I wish I would have waited, especially women. I wish I would have waited till I found that right man. Now you walking around like a mustard back helper with 3 or 4 different baby daddies and 3 or 4 different kids, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with being a virgin, but since you're not going to be a virgin, why didn't you just be more careful about who you slept with? Huh? You cannot take the responsibility of making those children away from you. Oh, we got all these kids out here, you know, the white man. What you say, the white man, they taught how to be, you know, in marriages, how to go look for marriage. Then explain trailer park trash. Because even they call themselves that. I'm not even being mean, racist. I'm against racism. But you hear people in that community even refer to people who look just like them, their same color, who say, oh, that's some trailer park trash over there. You know why? Because they out there sipping on that Blue Ribbon beer, Rocky Top beer, Budweiser and stuff. They making babies outside of wedlock too. They beating up on their wives and shit. Them meth heads and everything else going on over there. And they are also not teaching their children to go look for a marriage. Are you that stupid? You look around, when you go around certain community, you'll still find people that's black, white, Asian, not really in the Asian community, according to the numbers, but you'll see it in the white community almost as much as you see in the black community, where there are men in that community just knocking up women too. So get your facts straight, man. You can't come over here on the Jeremy Hill show and expect a Mac not to get on your ass, because Mac will show you no slack, baby.
So my last go around with a black man, he played off like he was a church guy and all this other stuff. And that ended horrible. Like, you know, he ended up switching up, being very neglectful, you know, just did not care about my feelings whatsoever. So I said, oh my God, that was the last straw. I'm not doing this no more. So I just happened to get on a dating site called Stir. It's basically a dating site strictly for single parents, right? And I met this guy. He only lived like 11 minutes from me. White guy, whatever. And we had been texting for like 3 weeks. and, you know, asking each other questions, getting to know each other. And today we went on our first date. And oh my God, y'all, it was a different feel. Like, this guy opened up doors for me. This guy kept telling me how beautiful I was over and over. He loved my smile. He loved my eyes, you know, my skin color and stuff like that. And
now, I want you to understand what she's saying. She's saying that black men don't open doors, don't tell black women that they're pretty, and all this other stuff, right? We do that. We do tell you that you're pretty. We do tell you that you're beautiful. And you'll say shit like that. Everybody says that to me. I've heard that myself. You know, that's what everybody say. You don't appreciate it when it comes from the lips of a black man, but if it comes from the lips of a white man or any other ethnic group, oh my God, I've never heard it before. You know, I have opened doors for black women. A lot of black men have opened doors, corridors, and whatever doors, house doors, doors going to Walmart, club doors, everything. I mean, come on, man, we do that stuff too. But it don't matter if it ain't, I guess if it ain't white, it ain't right. And if it's black, it's whack. That's what you're telling me, shit. That's what it sounds like. So the stuff that you're saying is so stupid because a lot of black men do tell women, especially black women, I don't do this. I don't do this shit where they say like, hey, queen. I know that black men do that. That's you. I don't call a woman queen. I don't do that shit, but they be like, queen, hey, queen, you beautiful queen. Good morning, queen. There's a lot of lame dudes who do that shit. So the stuff that you're talking about isn't true. There's a lot of men that try to give women compliments. The problem is women do not appreciate the compliments that they're receiving. That's been a problem for a long time. For some reason, whenever a black man comes into your presence, you always look down on a black man. You don't value black men. That's what it is. And the men that are black that you value ain't worth shit. And then when you get ran through the ringer, when you go through everything, when you go through all the pain, all the sorrow, and probably all them tears over your damn pint of Haagen-Dazs because you eat when you know, sad, and you sad when you eat, it's a vicious cycle. That's why you're so damn fat, in my humble opinion, okay? After you go through all that, now all black men ain't shit. That's what it is, y'all. That's exactly what it is.
I'm a mustard back helping. All I ever do is complain about black men. I want me a man that is as white as snow, as white as salt, and as white as sugar, baby. I don't want them black men that be blacker than a tire, blacker than charcoal, who has the ability to blend in with the night so perfectly, because I'm a musty back heifer. I don't want no good black man. I want me a bad black man. I want a Pookie Ray Ray and Nook Nook type of black man. I want to give him a whole bunch of children because I don't respect myself at all. Why? Because I'm a mustard back heifer.
And let's continue.
And we sitting down, we having breakfast, and he started holding my hand, like giving like little romantic gestures or whatever. And I was a little nervous at first because this is new to me, y'all. I've never really just been on a date with a white guy outside my race. And so after I ate my food, he just kept offering, like, do you want any more? You know, that drink that you really like, I can get you another drink or whatever. And I was just like, oh, it's okay. No, thank you, whatever, like that. So after the date, y'all, he was like, I'm going to help you get up. So he grabbed my hand, helped me get up. He walked me to the front and gave me a hug, gave me a kiss on my cheek, and walked me to my car. And ever since I left, he's just still texting me about how beautiful he think I am, and he expresses how he feel, and he's like,
let me ask you something, man. Everything about this particular gentleman sounds like a trick and a simp. He texted her for 3 weeks before he actually got to meet up with her. He went out and paid for the date, which, hey, I'm cool with you paying for the date. No, I'm traditional on that right there. You know what I mean? But the stuff that she mentioned is so unusual. I want you to understand what type of men she's been dealing with, because in order for her to magnify all these simple gestures, she must be dealing with dirtbag men. He helped me up. He asked me, do I want some more food? He asked me, do I want another drink? He opened the door for me. He took me to the he walked me to the car. He told me how pretty I was. And then he kept texting me and expressing to me that he thinks I'm pretty. In order for that to be precious to her, that means she's been dealing with men who don't do that, okay? She been going, I guarantee you she's been getting her back blown out by Pookie Ray Ray and Nook Nook and all type of street dudes. That's it. Because they see her true value. That's what her value is, okay? Her value is to be ran through by men who ain't shit. And then she got a man who may actually be something, and it's like, oh my God, he's a trick. He's a simp. That's pretty much what it is. Just keep going.
I'm so excited that I met you, and I'm so grateful that we met today, and I really enjoyed myself, and I can't wait to see you again. I'm not used to that, y'all. I am not used to that, but we want to try something different from what I'm used to. So just letting you guys know, people, if things don't work out the way it go, try a different race. It's okay.
Like I said, what did she say? I am not used to that type of treatment. So that means the men that you've been with have been the type of men that I've been describing this entire video. Look, I got no issue with you dating another race. I don't see nothing wrong with that at all and shit like that. But I want you to enter into an interracial relationship, understanding that the reason why you're there. Now, it ain't gonna work with that man either, because she's gonna bring all those traumas, all those things she went through with them other men into their relationship. And she's gonna bring them kids, them bastard kids from the other men into their relationship with that white gentleman. And then she's gonna probably try to change him to make him more hip and more cool, more hip-hop-ish, more blackish. You know what I mean? I'm telling you what they do. Because modern day black women cannot leave well enough alone. They got to take a man, they got to break the man into pieces, and then they got to mold that man into exactly what they want him to be, a sucker. Tell me if I'm wrong. Anyway, oh yeah, CJ Luna had sent me. I already found this clip, but CJ Luna, my homeboy, also sent me this clip. I said I'm gonna do it on Monday, but I said I'll go ahead and do it for today. All right then. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. And I'll be talking to you soon. You stay safe now, you hear?